Here, Cameron, you and I got a chance to work together to buy a house in Deltona recently, correct?
Correct.
And you were just giving me such a great review verbally. I wondered if you'd take a minute and just tell me a little bit about your experience, kind of what happened, how we met, and what it was like to work with me.
I asked for information online.
We met through Zillow, I think, right?
Through Zillow.
Yeah.
And Scott contacted me, and immediately we were out looking for homes, trying to find something that at the level I wanted, but it turned out that what I really wanted was something of a higher level.
That's normal. That's normal. So we start off at one price range, then we see him and we go, yeesh. Yep. And we just moved up just a little bit, though, just a few thousand to get you what you wanted,
and
right?
I found something I'm very, very happy with.
Awesome.
And the process that he helped me get through with inspections and everything through his contacts and connections was wonderful. Friendly people, saved me money, and made his part of this very, very smooth.
For sure. So you used the building inspector that I recommended, the one that I use personally too, right? And he was pretty good? Good experience with him?
Wonderful experience.
Yeah, and later on you needed a roof inspection as required by your lender just for some procedural thing, and he referred you, even then he referred you a really good roofer who you happen to know, right?
Correct.
Good. And then I referred an insurance company to you?
Yes, and they've been wonderful.
Did you get several quotes from different insurance agents?
Yes, I did. They came in very, very good.
All right, awesome. And again, this is the same insurance agent who I use, my family uses, right?
Yeah, saved me $1,000 a year.
Wow, that's really great. All right, good. And then all through the process, you did a walkthrough a couple of times, and I did make it easy for you to get into the property whenever you needed to.
Yes.
So back to the process, which is what a lot of these people will look at because they're at the point where they're deciding to pick me or wondering how it works through Zillow. So once we worked through Zillow, you found the original property on Zillow and called me, and it was one of my listings, I think, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I don't know if I think we saw it. I don't remember if we even saw it, but it wasn't what you were interested in. That particular one.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, on Conway. Yeah.
No, that didn't. It was a possibility, but it didn't work out. And we went and
just wasn't nice enough.
Yeah, we checked out several more, and I finally said, "Oh well, let's try something a little higher in price," and we did. And right off the bat, bam.
Good. And one of the things that I did is when you find on Zillow, which everyone in America looks through, but I actually sent you I created a little custom mini website for you, right, of properties that were what you wanted. And mostly, I think you did still look online, but mostly you looked on that because this was a little more targeted, and you could go in and just click on one link and see all the properties that were available as of today.
Right, and more up-to-date details.
More details for sure, and they were really available. They weren't like maybe available or didn't have a story. They were ones we actually saw.
Really had the right information necessary.
How many times did we go out? I think from what I remember, we went out several times. It's kind of a blur. We saw quite a few properties over time, didn't we?
I think about 6 or 7 properties.
Over several different appointments, though, because we were just seeing them like 1 or 2.
3 or 4 appointments.
Yeah, because that's just what happens. You see one, and we can't wait. We have to run out and see that one, right?
I mean, we got out. Yeah, we didn't get a couple of them. We didn't move fast enough.
God, that's so tough, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's the market.
But we get motivated, and so when we finally found a house, we did come in a little bit over full price, right? Yes, we did, originally. Right. And that's always a concern for people when we first hear that. They're like, what? You're full price? Like, yeah, to get the house you want, right?
Well, it got us the contract.
That's the point of it. Yeah. And then what happened?
Then the appraisal came in a little lower.
Oh, we're crying, boo-hoo. And then?
And we got the seller to come down.
Good. So then we ended up getting it for pretty much asking price anyway, but we got our contract accepted against a couple others that we were competing with at that same time.
We beat out the troublemakers.
Yeah. And you used a lender that I didn't recommend to you, but even in the end, you were just saying that your payment ended up actually being less than what you were thinking, right?
Yes.
And your cash to close was less than what you were thinking also?
Yes.
Yeah, I know I'm kind of leading you, but these are things that people have concerns about, like what if it's more when I get to closing? You just signed the papers 5 seconds ago, right?
Right. And everything came in. I couldn't have asked for better.
Awesome.
I couldn't have asked for better.
Thanks for that. You were really great to work with, too. Just so calm and centered and patient, and you would listen and just everything that we would want in a partnership.
Yeah, well, aggravating other people doesn't get anything done faster.
Good. And then on the negative side, and it's negative because it's negative for everyone, your loan process is a little frustrating too, right? And this is normal before we start talking about it. Everyone, it's ranked nationally higher, as in more trouble than getting a root canal. Most people rate it, the loan, right? And you had a tough process doing it. Just tell me a little bit. It's kind of like what happened or how you got frustrated, just so people don't think that's unnormal.
Repeatedly asked for information that I already sent them. Wouldn't tell me that they wanted more detail in what I sent them or something like that. Wanting explanations for line items in tax returns that I had provided by a CPA.
And we barely made closing too. We had a date of today.
Right.
Today was it, and we barely kind of made it today. So your experience with the lender, and I just want people to get that this is normal, is at the end you got approved, but really the lender never even called you and said, hey, you're approved, let's go over your closing statement and the final charges and your cash to close, and here's what happens. And that's something that you and I worked through originally.
Right. They apparently, the lenders don't care. They want to, okay, the transaction's done, fine, boom, okay, it's over.
Yeah.
Send the paperwork on and we're done with you.
And that's why originally I just sent you an email and said, here it is. And you were like, what? And I was like, oh, no one went over that with you. So we went over it and got your final wiring instructions and everything, correct?
Yeah. Yes. And
Perfect.
I was waiting at the bank before they opened and we wired it and everything's has gone smoothly.
If someone was thinking about buying a house today or thinking about working with me, either one, what would be something that you would want to tell them? You know, if you were to look back and give yourself advice at the very beginning of things and say, you know, I just want you to realize this, or make sure you do this.
Listen to the professional you pick because they're experienced in it. That's why they make the money that they make.
And then get a good professional who has opinions worth having.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Good.
Go on reputation.
Good. And you really just did such a great job of that. Everyone who talked to you, even the people you didn't end up using, were all just so happy with working with you. So that's a testament to you too.
Don't need to aggravate anybody.
All right, awesome. Thanks so much, Cameron.
All right.